Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we're going to talk about the hacking of the website of National Bureau of Statistics and the northern claim that the recent report by the NBS is skewed against the North and is challenging the authenticity of that report. First of all, in an unprecedented development, the topmost statistical agency in Nigeria, the National Bureau of Statistics, reported that its website has been hacked. And in an official statement, they said that nobody should believe any report coming out from NBS until they rectify the challenge or the hacking. That has never happened in the history of the NBS, but it is happening now. And that was why even the former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 presidential election, Atiku Abubakar, has issued a statement saying, is there anything that APC will not destroy? Is there anything that the Tinubu administration will not destroy? He was claiming that the APC administration is trying to destroy the National Bureau of Statistics or pigeonhole it to dance to his tune. Perhaps, Atiku Abubakar is alleging, the government is not happy with the kind of statistics coming out from the National Bureau of Statistics. That is a very dangerous development, because if we can no longer believe the data coming from NBS, who else can we believe? Do we have to continuously to rely on foreign agencies like the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, or any of the other international agencies like the United Nations agencies for us to be able to have an idea of what is happening in our country? The NBS is supposed to be, at least on its face value, the source of an authentic data on issues that concerns Nigeria. It should be the first place that anyone could go to get information about Nigeria, on the economy, on every sector of Nigeria's life, both economic and social, political. You should be able to get it anywhere in the world. But that has come under threat, because if their website could be so easily hacked, it left a lot of questions unanswered. But that is by the way. But we'll keep asking, who hacked NBS, National Bureau of Statistics website? And what does that person want to get? That person, that group, whoever they are, or whoever he is, what are they looking for? Why do they want to damage the reputation of NBS? That's a question that we should all answer. We should all seek for an answer. We may never get it, because at the end of the day, when the NBS resolve their matter, their technical matter, we may not hear much. But it is to remind us that things are falling apart in our country, including in institutions like NBS that are supposed to be apolitical, that are supposed to tell us the gospel truth of the state of our nation. Now, that takes me to the issue of the North's questions about the authenticity of the latest report by the National Bureau of Statistics. Now, you know that the National Bureau of Statistics recently released a report on the state of crime and crime perception in Nigeria. But that did not go down well with many sections of northern Nigeria. The coalition of northern groups, CNG, which is a coalition of several groups in northern Nigeria, has protested the National Bureau of Statistics recently released report titled Crime Experienced and Security Perception Survey, CESPS 2024, which claimed that between May 2023 and April 2024, 614,937 Nigerians were killed, 235,954 kidnapped, while an astonishing 2.2 trillion paid as ransom. That was a summary of the report by the National Bureau of Statistics. But the coalition of northern groups, in a statement by the national coordinator, Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, said that the North strongly contested that survey by the NBS. He said the report, which seeks to outline crime statistics and security perceptions across Nigeria, presents a misleading, manufactured, and biased portrayal of the North as a region plagued by insurmountable security challenges. So the northern groups are protesting the content of that report. He said it portrays the North as being plagued by insurmountable security challenges. But is the North not plagued by insecurity? Is the North not plagued by insecurity? It is. But it is, because to say that it is not is to be it's not to be truthful to oneself. Because we know how banditry in the northeast, northwest, north central had affected food production in Nigeria. And these zones that I mentioned, they are the agricultural or the food belt of Nigeria. The reason why food is scarce in Nigeria today is because of insecurity in the northwest, northeast, north central. And the country is feeling the pinch. The high inflationary rates of food, or the food inflation, which we are witnessing in Nigeria today, is largely because farmers cannot go to farm freely in most part of the north. That is the gospel truth. Whether the data is correct or not is a story for another day, but to claim that this data that was released was like showing that the region was plagued by insecurity. The region is plagued by insecurity. That's the truth. That's the truth. Banditry, terrorism, and all these things are challenges in northeast, northwest, and north central. And if you look at that report, these three regions in the north, three zones in the north, were the epicenters of the kidnappings or the killings that characterize that report. Okay, so the numbers, they may question the numbers. I don't know how they got the numbers, because the northern groups are saying that the numbers cannot be true. That is too exaggerated, the numbers. If that's where they are talking about, we can pay attention to that. But to say that the North is not plagued by insecurity is to being smart by half. The North is plagued by insecurity. We all know it. Many communities in northern Nigeria are deserted, from Benue to Plateau to parts of Castina. Several local governments are deserted. We have so many internally displaced persons in all these states. In Kaduna State, that's a fact. Several farmers in Kaduna cannot go to farm without authorization of bandits. These are realities. And people are being kidnapped. And the kidnapped people are often unreported. It has gotten to the level that people don't even bother to report. They just pay the ransom if they could. Some are already giving up hope about some of their loved ones that are here because they can't raise the money. That's the reality. Let us not paper over it. I don't think that they are doing justice by saying that North is plagued by insecurity. That's true. Many parts of northern Nigeria have swath of land are ungoverned spaces, and government need to do something to curtail the situation. That's the truth. However, the numbers, whether the numbers are the accurate numbers, that was a debate for another day. Now, the northern group said that the insecurity in the region has improved. Well, that report was based in May 2023, when Tinubu was sworn in, to April 2024. Of course, we know we are now in December. Perhaps if things had improved, that's not part of the report. The report was not talking about what happened after April 2024. Okay, we are now in December. So, given that we are now in December, the report did not capture those improvements, if there are any, that the northern groups are talking about, that the insecurity or the security situation has improved. That was not the area. That was not the time period. They have to pay attention to the time period. The time period was May 2023 and March and April 2024. They didn't cover May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That was not. Perhaps there's an improvement now, but that was not the area of review. That was not the area of study. That was not the area of data that NBS collected. You have to question, if you know that things have improved between when Tinubu took over in May and April 2024. That's where you can present an alternative data to show us, because you have, before you challenge this data from NBS, you must provide an alternative data that you have or the other sources have to show that this data from NBS were exaggerated. And of course, they made these northern groups made references to other crisis situations around the world. They say, how could this number be true when you did not consider the same? If you look at the number of deaths that happened in Gaza, where Israel is bombarding Gaza for a long time, that the death there is not even up to the kind of deaths that NBS was reporting. Okay? And they say that the Ukraine and the Russia war, how can there be more deaths in northern Nigeria than in Ukraine? Ukraine and Russia, the whole eyes of the world is on it. In Nigeria, nobody is paying attention to Nigeria anymore. The world has already moved on. Even if they kill 50,000 Nigerians, the world don't pay any more attention. So you cannot say because the world is paying attention to Russia and Ukraine and to Gaza and the figures coming out from there, that as a result of that and the kind of bombardment that we're doing in Gaza, that how come the death in Nigeria is higher than what is in Gaza? It doesn't work that way. The NBS work with the data within Nigeria. It talked to Nigerians who are living within Nigeria, who are paying the ransoms, because the National Bureau of Statistics, the northern groups are also saying that how could the impoverished not pay such an amount of money as ransom? Of course, You can debate on that, but the truth is that people pay this ransom. People pay ransom, whether it's up to the amount that this NBS put together is a debate for another day. But to say that people don't pay ransom, people pay ransom, because if they don't pay ransom, there will be no incentive to continue to kidnap people. So people pay ransom. So I don't buy the idea that how could the impoverished not be able to pay this ransom? They could pay it. After all, I remember when there was a kidnapping of passengers in the Abuja Kaduna train, where kind of money that we heard that people are paying in millions to be set free. That it was reported in the papers. So that shouldn't be the bone of contention. But however, what is important is also that the National Bureau of Statistics should, anytime it publishing its report, should lay it bare on the methodology, on how it got the information and everything else, so that there will be no doubt, nobody will be kept in doubt about the authenticity of his report. Okay, because some of the things that the northern groups are questioning are the methodology. How did National Bureau of Statistics come up with this data? Who did they spoke with in coming up with this data? How did they gather it? Who and who did they talk to? In what way and manner? These things are things that NBS should endeavor to put out to the public, so as to leave no question about the authenticity and the value of whatever they are putting out there. I don't know what to think about the hacking of the NBS website and the northern rejection of his latest reports on crime and criminality in Nigeria. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you.